That was obvious all along.
Can't rely.
You listened to the wrong people. I wasn't telling you anything new.
Can't keep anything to himself.
And he works all day, too. Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Everybody knows by now.
I don't believe that. Really, how interesting.
To me.
Someone's
But so great was the wrath of Bengar.
Valentino was unable to pay his bar tab last night. He was blathering something about having been robbed and paying me later. Really?
And what did you do?
Well, I gave him a good thrashing. What else?
Here, take this ring.
What? Oh, I don't understand.
It used to belong to Valentino. You're welcome to pass it on to the next person who tans his hide.
And Enos gave unto him a portion of his divine power, so that he might undo the work of Beliar.
I've got this stone tablet. Can you tell me more about it?
Those are artifacts from the old culture, which we have been investigating for some time. There are several kinds of them. Some contain information about the history of the ancient people, and that is the kind I am interested in. Bring me all of those that you can find. I shall give you an appropriate reward. Great! Here, take a few spell scrolls as a reward.
About the plants,
If you cannot handle that by yourself, you won't be any good as an alchemist either.
I see.
Never again shall you walk upon my land, for it is sacred. So shall it be. But the human and the beast waged war upon the land of Adonus. The wrath of the gods was with them. The human slew the beast and entered into Beliar's realm. Saw that order and chaos were now unequal, and he bade Enos to take his divine power from the human. And Enos, in his wisdom, did so.
That was obvious all along.
Ah, you're involved with the gang. All right. In that case, I've got something for you. If you ever need some lockpicks, come to me. I still have a few around. Just ask me for something to drink.
Give me something to drink.
Hey!
You don't have to ask me. Might have gone about it differently. Do you really think? I don't know if I believe you.
I won't tell her a thing. Who says things like that?
I see. You haven't just come to buy fish. I'll make you an offer. If you have any silver plates or chalices, I'll take them for a good price.
Who says things like that?
Show me your fish.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Who says things like that?
That's all just casa.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler. Here, have a plate.
Who says things like that?
Honestly, I wouldn't.
Get your paws off.
Nothing's ever going to change that. I could have told you that.
That's not what I heard.
Been there, done that.
You don't say.
I used to say that myself.
That's what I've always said.
Same old thing all over again.
Don't tell this to anyone.
He should have known better.
Get your paws off.
Nothing's ever going to change that. I wouldn't have. I've got no time for things like that.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Tell me that isn't true.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I've got no time for things like that.
Honestly,
that would be a
I
problem.
witnessed it myself.
That's no secret. It's forever.
Go away,
that would
don't
be a
tell me
problem.
that.
It had to happen sooner or later.
I don't believe that.
That was no good to you.
That's not what I heard.
Nobody wants to know.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I used to say that myself.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
No idea. You tell me.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Tell me that isn't true.
He can't keep anything to himself.
You can't rely on that.
You didn't get that from me.
I'm staying out of it.
And it's going to get even worse.
You don't have to tell me that.
That's what I've always said.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
And he works all day too. And it's going to get even worse.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler. Here, have a plate.
Everybody knows by now. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. It's gonna get even worse. Now that's typical, isn't it? So
There's nothing.
Where have you been gadding about for so long? I need more skins. Did you bring any?
I've got a few skins for you.
A sheepskin? You didn't go slaughter some farmer's sheep in the pasture, did you?
I wouldn't dream of doing that.
Wolfskin. That's good. Good work. Come see me again when you have more.
Show me your wares.
Hardly know what to believe anymore.
Will it ever change?
That was quite obvious.
I'm no better off myself.
Hardly know what to believe anymore.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Just like you said.
I never knew that.
Don't say you didn't know that.
I agree with you completely.
You didn't get that from me.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I wouldn't be so sure.
That's all just gossip.
I've heard a thing or two.
Do you really believe that?
I don't believe this is going to change.
That doesn't surprise me.
I can't believe that.
Do you really believe that?
I can't believe that.
That's all just gossip.
Show me your wares.
Wouldn't be so sure.
It was obvious all along.
Like it's so rigged up.
Do you really believe that?
It can't go on like this forever.
He never would have thought of that himself.
You didn't get that from me.
That was obvious all along.
But Enos beheld what Beliar had done, and he also bestrode the land and chose the human. And Enos spoke to him, and the human became his
I knew that would be a problem.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
And he works all day, too. I won't tell her a thing from now on.
no secret.
Find me something. I need close combat weapons.
He really should have known better.
Will it ever change?
He really should have known better.
That's been known a long time.
Find me something. I need close combat weapons. You're the farmer here?
You could say so, but I'm really just a tenant. All the land here is owned by one big farmer.
How do you make a living?
Mostly hunting and the wood we cut. Of course, we also raise sheep and work the land. O&R saddles me with all these laborers, and I have to keep them busy somehow. Only a few of them are good hunters, you see.
That's totally obvious.
Has anything strange happened around here lately?
Many strange things are happening these days, but none as strange as the mysterious disappearance of Pardos. He's one of my field workers, and certainly not the kind who would drop everything overnight and slink off just like that, you see.
That's not what I heard.
What exactly is so strange about his disappearance?
Pardos is such a timid sort. The furthest he's ever been from the farm is to the end of my fields. He would run away at the mere sight of a meat bug. Those things may not be pretty to look at, but you really couldn't call them dangerous. They say there's people who eat them. Gross.
You get used to it.
Nobody ever asks.
Maybe he was simply fed up.
Working in the fields was his life. I cannot imagine him having gone to work for another farmer. With me, he could do whatever he wanted.
Any clues at all?
I think those bandits must have dragged him off. They've been roaming around this area for days now. I once saw them drag a citizen of the town off to their camp. It looked like they were gonna make him a slave.
Where is this bandit camp?
At the far end of my fields, some steps lead down to a small hollow. That's where they have made themselves at home. I'd like to go look for Pardos there, but there's no way I'm going up against those guys. And you had better give him a wide berth, too. They're not known for their sense of humor.
Were the bandits carrying weapons when they passed by here?
What kind of stupid question is that? How would they be bandits if they weren't armed?
I mean a whole load of weapons. A big delivery.
I see. Yes. Now that you mention it, they were carrying lots and lots. Some in barrels, some in bags, and some on the cart they brought.
You're employing day laborers?
Onar sends away the workers he can't use on his farm. Then he sends them to me. I feed them and they work here for me.
What do you think of Onar?
He's a greedy bastard who'll get us all hanged in the end. One of these days, the paladins will come out of the city and make us small farmers bleed for what he's doing here. But I haven't got a choice. The militiamen only come here to collect and not to defend the farm. If I held myself loyal to the city, I'd be very much on my own. At least Onar sends some mercenaries now and then to see how we're doing.
What have you got against the royal troops?
It's obvious. There hasn't been any improvement now that the paladins are in the city. Just the opposite. Now these cursed militiamen come onto our land even more often and steal everything they can, and the paladins don't do a darn thing about it. The only paladins that I've ever seen are the 2 guards at the pass. They wouldn't budge an inch, even if the militia slaughtered us all.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
The pass?
Yeah, the pass to the old valley of mines by the waterfalls at the other end of the high pastures. Ask Malik about it. He was there a couple times last week.
Balthazar the shepherd isn't allowed on your pasture?
Oh yeah, that story. I told him Sekov should pay me money if he wanted to lead the sheep into my pasture. To tell the truth, that's only harassment. I just can't stand Balthazar.
That's really not my problem. You have to feel sorry.
Everything all right?
Yet another day laborer who doesn't know where to go? No problem. Talk with our farmer, Bengar.
What are you doing here?
I'm the shepherd here. It's not exactly a demanding job. But now and then, you really have to watch out. Especially if you get too close to the pass.
What do you know about the pass?
Not much. Just that it leads to the old valley of mines that was surrounded by the barrier until a few weeks ago. Back then, the only thing we farmers had to be afraid of was the monthly caravan that took all kinds of goods to the valley of mines. Those cutthroats often made life difficult for us out here.
Where can I find the pass to the old valley of mines?
Near the 2 waterfalls on the other side of the high pastures.
What is it they say about the valley of mines?
All sorts of things. Some of the boys say they've heard screams at night. Some have seen strange lights over the mountains. But if you ask me, it's all just old wives' tales.
Have you ever been to the valley of mines?
No, but I go near the pass once in a while. Then I always see those 2 paladins who stand around and keep watch. It looks like they're making sure that nothing comes out of the valley. Back then, the Valley of Mines was a natural prison. If you went in, you never came out again.
Tell me more about the paladins. How long have they been posted there?
A week or 2, I suppose. I don't know exactly. Some time ago, there was even a whole troop of them that disappeared into the pass. Since then, I haven't seen them again.
I don't see any women here at all.
You got that right. This is a man's farm, so to speak. Works pretty well, I think.
Don't work too hard.
I'll try.
I think I've found something.